as always, Ted, kick us off. Who do you have as your winner of the weekend?
I got to go with Brock Purdy. You know, not a name that I would have picked, especially this quickly to have the type of upside that he has in the NFL right now. I think situation has a whole hell of a lot to do with it, but the kid is in a really good spot right now. He's playing really good football. We still laugh a lot of the times because of some of the most outlandish plays I've ever seen at quarterback are from Brock Purdy, but the dude's in a good spot. Kyle Shanahan is just throwing all kinds of praise his way. He's looked really solid in the preseason, had a great end to last year. Wish he would have been healthy for them whenever, the whole season was coming to a conclusion there. But a guy like I'll right here never would have said Brock Purdy's going to have the type of NFL career that has the start he's off to. I mean, he looks really good out there, looks comfortable, looks confident, and looks totally capable.
I tell people all the time, and I know some people may look at me when I talk about this stuff and they're like, you're kind of just making excuses, right? But dude, you got to have some luck. You got to have some luck.
It's true.
Like if you're Brock Purdy, you got to have some luck and some favorable timing. Lance getting hurt last year, like he never gets the opportunity if that doesn't happen. And now he is the unquestioned starting quarterback for a team that I believe can go win a Super Bowl, right? With the amount of talent they have on their roster.
Great players. Great. I mean, the skill position tools that they have on that team are awesome.
The defense, yep. the offensive scheme fits what Purdy does well. I think the way that Shanahan operates some of the stuff, especially in the play action passing game, like it cleans some stuff up for Purdy. The way that he moves the launch point in that offense, like it neutralizes the fact that he's not the tallest guy in the world quite a bit. Like it all fits together perfectly for him. But it never happens if Lance doesn't go down the way that he did a year ago.
Crazy, right?
Need some luck, man. You need some time, and credit to him for making the absolute most of it. Right? It's awesome. It's awesome to see, and I am rooting like hell for the guy.
Speaking of fit, how's our guy Braden Willis doing out there? Have you heard? Because that is the perfect fit. He could not have gone to a better place.
Yeah, I have not. I need to do a better job of checking in with some of these guys that just got done, but I haven't seen anything which
it's not a position it's really going to show up or get talked about a whole lot, but
I mean, he caught a pass. They were playing the Raiders, and he caught like an out route and looked good, right? He's got number 9 on. He's looking good, but I haven't heard a ton about him.
It'd be shocking to me if he doesn't make that team, just with all the different stuff that he gives you, the way that he practices. That'd be an absolute shock to me.
I think at the very, very least, like he ends up on the practice squad and he's a guy that they pull up and move back down throughout the season. Right. Yeah. So we'll see, but yeah, we're rooting for you, man. Go get it.
Yeah. I love it. Perfect fit.
All right. Who do you have as your loser of the weekend?
Well, I thought about going with all the scary injuries so far in NFL preseason games. I feel like every time I turn the TV on, there's a stretcher out there and both teams on a knee surrounding it. I hate whenever that happens in football, and it's happened way too much to start off this preseason in the NFL.
I'm with you. I mean, they called that game off, right?
Yeah.
What was it, the fourth quarter?
Yeah.
I saw that. They called it off, and yeah, you're right. There is nothing. You had one scarier.
Thursday night too, and it's as soon as it happens, it's like, oh my gosh, here we go. And it's hard to, you wait for the news, you see the guys not moving out there on the field, and it's just super scary. Hate it when that happens.
Yeah, I saw. So it was, Green Bay in New England?
Yep.
Is that the game that called off? But I guess the the Patriots have decided they were supposed to do joint practices with the Titans, which they've done quite a few times with Vrabel's connections to the Patriots. And I think they called those joint practices off as a result of that. So clearly we're thinking about Isaiah Bolden, but it sounds like he got released from the hospital this morning. So
it's good.
Tremendous sign.
Yep. But I ended up settling on myself as a loser because the Messi conversation, it's too much fun. It's not a loser for MLS. It doesn't matter. Okay. My question on that was stupid. Okay. It's incredible. It's so fun. They just played an absolute thriller against Nashville to win the League Cup. They went from worst team in the league to winning the League Cup in like a matter of however many games since Messi's been there. He scores again, an unbelievable goal. Okay. It was awesome to see him get that left foot, just a perfectly placed shot right there through traffic. That was awesome. And they go to PKs. Their goalie gets, that goes all the way to the 11th round. Goalie makes the final shot and then stuffs the Nashville keeper. It was awesome. It's just an awesome game, right?
Just exciting soccer. How about that, man? Exciting soccer.
Is he too? What a stupid statement from me.
What a dum-dum you are.
Yeah, I'm the loser.
I did see there was an Onion article that said, I think the headline was like, MLS parents asked to see Messi's birth certificate or something like that. It was, it had me laughing. But yeah, he is. It's cool to see him. There was a small part of me that was like, hey, he's going to cash the check and kind of mail it in. Dude, he is. I mean, he's been incredible.
Yeah. And your point about like his teammates, it's all of a sudden everyone on that roster has totally changed. And like I knew him before, I'm not saying that, but just listening to like the articles and the statements that they're saying it's really cool to see.
Yeah, there's before Messi and after Messi in those guys' lives, right? They're different human beings now.
Absolutely.
All right, let's finish up with my winner and loser. But first,
John Vance Auto Group has been serving Oklahomans for 40 years. Family owned and operated. They got 9 full service dealerships in Woodward, Miami, and Guthrie. No matter what your vehicle needs are, John Vance Auto Group has you covered. They carry domestic brands such as Ford, Lincoln, Chevy, Buick, GMC, Chrysler, Dodge, Ram, Jeep, and Wagoneer. John Vance Auto Group's goal is to give unequaled service and to exceed customers' expectations in every way, which is why they have their lifetime loyalty program. And here's how it works. Buy a new or used car from them. All you have to do is get all of the manufacturer recommended maintenance done at the Vance dealership. And if something goes wrong with the components of your engine, transmission, drive, axle, or transfer unit, they will cover the repair costs. It's a great deal. You can browse their entire inventory or find the John Vance dealership near you at vanceautogroup.com.
And First Fidelity Bank is a full-service financial institution based in Oklahoma with tailored solutions for all your personal and business needs. Checking accounts, saving accounts, home loans, and much more. They do it all. Whether it's online banking from your computer or mobile banking from your phone, everything is stress-free with FFB. Making mobile deposits, paying bills online, and moving money to different accounts could not be easier. Come on, people, make your life easier and go bank with First Fidelity Bank. Visit ffb.com for more information. All right, for my winner of the weekend, thought about going with the Oklahoma City Thunder. Full schedule is out. I have studied it. Some really exciting games on there, Ted. Cool to see the Thunder get way more national TV games this season. You've got 13 in total, right? So people are going to get more exposed to this team, which I'm excited about. The home opener, you get the defending champs in the Denver Nuggets. So and we talked a little bit about the NBA Cup, right? The in-season tournament. In the Thunder's group, you've got the Warriors, the Kings, the Spurs, and the Timberwolves. So like an exciting in-season tournament group. I'm starting to get excited for the NBA season, Ted. Should be a really, really fun year with this Thunder team. So much excitement. I can't wait.
I agree. It's funny how the NBA like when they put those schedules together, it's for the national games. It's like, nope, you suck. All the teams that suck are going to be over here. And the teams that we think are going to be good, national TV. That's a good way to gauge kind of what the league thinks is going to happen.
Yeah, no doubt. But my winner of the weekend, any quarterback that wears number 50 in an NFL game is a legend. Teddy Bridgewater, and he was 5 of 11 for 34 yards in the Lions preseason game against the Jags. I don't care. The man is a legend in the eyes of linemen everywhere. There will never be a cooler quarterback than Teddy Two Gloves going out there rocking number 50 in a preseason game. Like that's a quarterback's peak in my eyes. It was amazing. I feel like he's honoring former linemen, current linemen of the future. I feel like he was one of us in that game. I loved it, man. Some people may say, no, that's stolen valor. I'm not one of those people. I think he's spreading lineman awareness to the masses. It was so funny watching him play QB with 50 on. It was awesome.
It's like we're in 1950 all over again, right? Yeah, very, especially if you were to flip it over there and see a quarterback wearing number 50 and he's got 2 gloves on, it's like, is that a linebacker? Is this a trick play? Like, what's happening here at quarterback? It's so funny. I love it.
It was awesome. And I know you've seen some quarterbacks like in training camp practices have, right? I think it was Mac Jones a few years back with the Patriots.
Right,
like he was wearing 50 or 50, but to go out in a preseason game, and it's not like Teddy Bridgewater isn't established. The guy has been in the league for forever now. And for him to be cool enough to just go out there and be like, yeah, I'm going to rock 50. Let's do it. I don't know if there's any meaning behind it. I didn't dive that deep into it. All I saw was I'm sitting on my couch. There's a quarterback wearing number 50. That's awesome.
Yeah. There's no better way to get back in the news cycle, no matter kind of where you are as a player, than to wear number 50 at quarterback. Like, that's going to catch some attention. So yeah. I love it.
Yeah. He must be an awesome teammate, right?
Has to be.
Has to be. All right. But for my loser of the weekend, thought about going with England, right? Spain knocks them off in the Women's World Cup final. England was a favorite going into the thing, but Spain ends up winning their first Women's World Cup. How about that? Look at Spain go. You go, Spain. Good job.
Yep, that's big time. It's getting pretty competitive at the top of women's soccer right now.
Yeah.
And U.S. is going to have to figure some things out.
No doubt about it. But my loser of the weekend, there's 2 versions of this story in my head, but Jimmy Graham is my loser of the weekend. I've got a serious opinion on the story. I've got a less serious opinion on the story. So here's what happened. Jimmy Graham he's back on the Saints, right? Signed a 1-year deal with them. The Saints are out in LA. They're doing joint practices with the Chargers. They play a preseason game tonight on Sunday night. Somehow, some way, Jimmy Graham got detained by police on Friday night because he wandered into traffic and was taken to the hospital as a result for evaluation. So my serious opinion on the matter. That's terrifying, man. Saints team doctors believe he had a seizure. He became disoriented, and that's how he ended up where he was, right? Wandering in traffic. Like, if that's how it went down, that's extremely scary. I'm so glad he's okay. Like, the fact that, he didn't get hit by a car or anything like that, it's a blessing, right? Because that could have been really, really bad.
Yes.
The other version, my less serious opinion, and I feel like you can say this now because he's all right, and maybe we get more details about this story, but they are out in California. Did my man overdo it a little bit and ended up wandering in traffic somehow?
Yes.
I don't know, but if that is actually what happened, if we may never know, if that is actually what happened, that's hilarious. Like, can you imagine if that's the way it went down, going back into that locker room and everyone looking at you being like, you got that high, dude? Holy, like, it'd be so funny.
Yeah. I feel like this is if there's ever an Occam's razor situation, this is it. Okay. What's more likely that, and here's the thing, this is like the key thing that I don't know. If Jimmy Graham is prone to seizures, if he's had those before in the past. But I think it's far more likely that a guy, whenever the team happens to have their downtime, whenever they're allowed to be away from the team hotel and everything, that a guy is messed up, becomes disoriented because of that, and is detained by police. Far more likely than, the seizure explanation. I could be wrong on that, but I feel like whenever everyone heard that Jimmy Graham was detained by police, where their mind went instantly is typically the correct answer. Okay. That's my view of it.
I think the good people, I'm going to choose to believe that the good people of the New Orleans Saints are telling the truth here. He did have some type of seizure episode, but the funniest version of this story is that he got so high, wandered in traffic. Now, thank God he's all right. And that now everyone in that locker room can make fun of him for it. That's the best version of the story for me. I don't know if that's how the events went down here, right? But it would bring a team closer together if that is how it did. Just because you talk about a hilarious story for everyone to bond over. That's, oh my gosh.
Well, fortunately or unfortunately, depending on who you talk to, this happened on TMZ's home turf. So, badge cam incoming from TMZ in 5, 4, 3. We'll all know soon enough exactly the state that Jimmy Graham was in. I'm sure of it.
Yeah.
Somehow
I think
TMZ
we'll see some video at some
acquired
point in time.
the dash cam or the police camera, the body cam of the whole situation here pretty quickly. It's amazing how they get their hands on that.
It is, isn't it? It is.